Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Just Open It, the YouTube series in which I open recently acquired toys. My name is Russ. Thank you very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you're a fan of toys, action figures, or pop culture in general, please subscribe to my channel, Karaoke Fanboy TV. I do open a recently acquired toy or collectible every week, and today I'm opening this Disney Mirrorverse Mickey Mouse. I have no idea what the Disney Mirrorverse is. I assume it's a video game of some sort. And I see these toys at the Target aisle, in the Target aisle all the time. I actually saw this Mickey at Five Below, picked him up for only $5. So I thought, you know what? If I'm gonna own a Mickey Mouse action figure, I don't want to invest a lot in it because it's not like I'm gonna buy all of these guys. Although, if there's a Beast figure, I noticed there's a Belle as well, and that is my favorite Disney movie, Beauty and the Beast, so I'd consider picking up those two. But McFarlane Toys must have this license, and like I said, I picked this up at Five Below for $5. So if you're into this kind of thing, you could find it pretty affordably, not just at Target, but at Five Below as well. And I just want to know what these figures are like. I bought it out of curiosity at a $5 price point. I figured, why not? So here we go. I'm ripping into it. And let's see if owning, this looks like it was maybe retaped back there. So I wonder if this was like a return and I'm missing something in the package. We'll find out. Or maybe that's just how they're packaged. I don't know. Very easy there. Yeah, I love Disney, but I'm not like a Disney nut. I don't have a Disneyland pass or anything. I think I'm a bigger fan of older, old school stuff. More the history of Disney than anything else. A little portal imagery there on the card back. And what's interesting about the card back is, again, I'm oblivious to this franchise. I have no idea what any of this is. And there's really no explanation. There's no text. Just this haunting image. It's very cool looking, but of the characters from this wave kind of emerging from the portal. And I know that Baloo from Tailspin and Jungle Book was among some of the figures I saw at Five Below. There's Sully from Monsters, Inc. And you can see their silhouettes there. So really spanning the whole breadth of the Disney-verse, including Pixar, and the Disney Afternoon cartoons that many of us grew up with. So here we go. I'm pulling this out. There is no supplement. I thought maybe there was some supplemental literature in there, but no. And let's see what's going on here. It doesn't look like anything's missing. It's just Mickey with some a burst effect there, something Fantasia-esque. Pulling him out. I'll tell you what I like right off the bat about this figure. No alternate heads, no alternate hands. It's pretty much, here's the guy, here's an accessory, that's it, and I'm all for that. Simplicity is endearing at this point. So, what I'm noticing right off the bat with this Mickey Mouse is that his feet are not flat, and I think he's intended to be floating. He's his magic. He's levitating, and that's cool. But it doesn't offer a lot of playability as far as if I wanted him to be just standing. I don't know if these figures are meant to be displayed. Are they meant to be more like vinyl type kind of figures? There are points of articulation: waist, arms, wrists, head. Mickey Mouse is approaching, 100 years in the zeitgeist in pop culture, and I know the Steamboat Willie incarnation of Mickey Mouse has become public domain, so people have been taking advantage of that, but it's just interesting to think that this is a character that's nearly 100 years old and still viable on the action figure pegs of all places. So here's like a burst, some magical effect here. And for fans of clear plastic, and I know they're out there, you'd like that. Goes right into this little notch in his hand, so it definitely looks like he's casting a spell or beholding some incantation. Now here's what I'm most curious about. Does he stand? Because again, his feet are not flat. He's depicted as floating, although the legs do have points of articulation here. So they do wiggle in there. So I guess that's just to however you'd like his toes to be pointing. But does this figure stand? Let's find out. It looks like it feels like it should right off the bat. And I don't know if my surface is at an angle here, but if I kind of force that cape, if I push it back a little bit, I feel like he will stand. He does stand, but it looks like he's leaning on those toes in the front. So, kind of a bizarre way to depict levitation in this plastic form. Kind of front heavy. He's a front heavy figure. And I think they were depending too much on this cape flap in the back to offer support. But again, I don't know if I have an uneven surface here too. It's just a TV tray. But all right, I'm gonna mess with that later when I put them on a shelf. All in all, a pretty cool figure, pretty solid. Details are awesome. You could see some of the, what I presume should be like embroidery or whatever on his cloak, shoes. I mean, it's Mickey Mouse with his Fantasia gear on in this kind of powered up version. And again, I don't know what the Disney Mirrorverse is other than classic Disney characters on steroids, obviously. I don't know, like, if they're fighting anyone, what the threat is that only Disney characters from across both Disney and Pixar movies could save us from. Like, I don't know what's going on, but this is a pretty neat. Get a load of the back too real quick here. I don't know if there are any Easter eggs in that imagery, as far as it would be neat if, are those like the shooting stars that fly over Cinderella's castle at the beginning of the old Walt Disney Pictures logo or something like that. This could be some sort of Illuminati imagery there in the center, but you know what? It's pretty cool, and Disney fans, I imagine, are into this kind of thing. I certainly dig it just as an action figure fan to know that, again, characters like this could find some interest and fandom on the action figure pegs, on the shelves out there, alongside the likes of He-Man and the Ninja Turtles and Transformers and G.I. Joe. Mickey Mouse still exists in all of his glory, and just the fact that a 100-year-old character like this could find a new incarnation of itself, new life, new interest, well, that's magical all by itself. So if you're into these, highly recommended. And again, check out Five Below. Had a little technical issue with the camera for the first time in Just Open It history. There is an edit in this video, only because I wanted to add. Again, thank you for watching this. If you're a fan of toys, follow my Instagram as well at AmazingAZComics, where I post more about the comics and toys that I love, and the comics and zines that I make. I'm a self-publishing cartoonist based in Phoenix, Arizona, and I would just love your support over there on my social media. Again, if you follow me at AmazingAZComics. Thank you very much. Tune in next time when I grab another unopened toy from the stack here in my living room, and I say, you know what? Just open it. I'll catch you next time.